How's it going, everybody? It's Charlie and welcome back to another video on the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. Hope everyone's doing alright today as always. So then guys, we're back for Bitesize Leeds on the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. All the latest goings on in the wonderful world of Leeds United Football Club. Transfer news about Leeds in general, it all goes down on Bitesize Leeds. Just before we get into it, smash that like button, please subscribe, share all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, and let's get right into it. So then guys, let's get straight into it. Firstly, the transfer of Tyler Adams, or the potential transfer of Tyler Adams, should I say, from RB Leipzig. I did say on yesterday's instalment and other instalments that I did think that Tyler Adams would be our next signing of this window. Now that seems to have gone into a slight bit of doubt due to the transfer of Jean-Kevin Augustin that is still going through the court proceedings as we speak with RB Leipzig. Basically, if you've been under a rock for the last few seasons as a Leeds fan and you don't know, quick overview. Jean-Kevin Augustin is a player that Leeds United signed back in the Championship when we were in the promotion season. Just after we'd let Eddie Nketiah go back to Arsenal in the January window, Leeds signed Augustin from RB Leipzig on a loan deal until the end of that season. But we did sign a contract, basically a clause in the contract stated that if Leeds United got promoted, then we would need to pay the £18 million fee, or it was something around that mark anyway. Now obviously Leeds United said that they were not going to pay the fee, which I can understand because it wasn't a great signing. He was injured a lot of the time. He made about 2 appearances that I can vaguely remember, and they weren't great. No goals, no assists, no real contribution. So I can understand why Leeds were a bit, reluctant to pay the fee. But obviously RB Leipzig, from their point of view, they've signed a deal. Leeds have signed a deal. They've agreed to pay that fee. So at the minute it's going through the court proceedings to determine, if Leeds will be paying that fee or not. So obviously RB Leipzig at the minute are a bit reluctant to do business with Leeds United as a result of that. Now, a few things. One, this transfer is not going to be the same as the Jean-Kevin Augustin transfer because that one was a loan to buy and this one would just be a straight buy. 2, the fee apparently that Leeds would be paying for Tyler Adams would be 17 million, a deal that I think is good for the player that we're getting, even though I do think Mo Kamara from Salzburg would be a much better fit. I do think Tyler Adams would be a good signing. I just think Kamara is better and there's better out there. But even if we sign Adams, we need to get another central defensive midfielder, or at least another central midfielder in general that can either play as a number 6 or a number 8, who can slot nicely next to Mark Rocker and just provide that balance in the midfield area. But yeah, obviously I've seen a few outlets reporting that the transfer could be complicated due to the JKA deal. I don't think that should have anything to do with it. I think if Leeds are prepared to make a bid, if Leeds are prepared to make the payment, then I don't see a reason why RB Leipzig would turn £17 million down, if I'm honest with you. But you never know with certain clubs, they can hold grudges, can't they? I can kind of understand it from their point of view, but at the same time, if we make a bid of 17 million, take it or leave it, I think they'll take it, personally. I don't think it'll be that complicated, if I'm honest. No big update on the Calvin Phillips and Raphinha front. At the time of recording this, Phillips still hasn't officially signed. Raphinha has still not signed for Arsenal. Apparently he's having a meeting with Arsenal and Leeds this week to finalise a move, apparently. But then I heard that Newcastle were monitoring him as well. That is a move that will definitely not happen. It's either Arsenal or Barcelona for me now. I don't think Barcelona will be able to afford him, if I'm being truthful. I think they can't even afford Robert Lewandowski from Bayern Munich. So can they really afford Raphinha? I don't think so. I think personally, I think it's Arsenal or he stays at Leeds now. Hopefully we'll have an update on both of those as the week goes on. But I want to finish this video by just talking about Otavio from Porto. Now, apparently Leeds made a bid of €30 million, which got rejected last week, which I have discussed on a previous upload. If you haven't already, go check out that as well. But apparently at the time, Leeds felt it may have been a difficult transfer to make because the supposed buyout clause of his contract at Porto was €60 million. That's what Leeds were led to believe. And apparently the likes of, I think it was Liverpool, were interested in him as well. But Fabrizio Romano has shared an update on it, stating that the buyout clause is actually €40 million, which works out about 34 million quid. And that Liverpool are not in for him. Apparently there's been no talks or no fresh bids from Merseyside. So Leeds United have now got a bit of a boost in the transfer of Otavio, because I think, based on the clips I've seen, based on the research that I've done on this guy's an absolute baller. He's proper ripped up the Portuguese league over the last few seasons for a very good team in that league as well, in FC Porto. Brazilian international, really good technically gifted footballer, and someone who I think would slot really nicely into the Jesse Marsch system at Leeds United. And for 34 million, I would be happy for Leeds United to pay that amount for him, if I'm honest. I think that fee is definitely more appealing to Leeds United rather than paying €60 million, which is a lot of money. I think that works out about, 52 million pound. We're not going to be paying that on one player in this window, I don't think. 34 though, I think would be more appealing, especially if we sell Raphinha as well as Calvin, and we have those funds in. I do think that would be a very good signing to make. So yeah, that brings us to the end of this video, guys. Really hope that you've all enjoyed it. Smash that like button, please subscribe, share all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. If you haven't already, go check out the Patreon page, which has got the first article on there. If you haven't already, that's £1.50 a month. So if you can, it'd be great if you could show some support to the channel. And I'll see you in the next upload, people. I'll see you in a bit. Cheers.